Mental health and well-being has a vital role in each person's daily life. Throughout history, societies have not always been so accepting to the idea of mental health. It's what led people to being thrown into insane asylums, being accused of witchcraft, and being alienated in societies throughout history. However, within recent years, society as a whole has become more accepting and open-minded to the idea of mental health and mental illness. This being said, one mental illness that society still has trouble opening up about and accepting is eating disorders.
This chart here shows the leading causes of mortality rates in the United States between the years of 1980 and 2012. Self-harm was 25.2 deaths per 100,000 in 1980. It went down to 19.6. But mental and substance use disorders went from 4.6 to 13.4 in those same years. This chart, however, shows the number of deaths in the United States caused by eating disorders alone between the years of 1990 and 2017. As you can see, in 1990 it was only 22 deaths, but it grew from there. Did you know that eating disorders have the highest mortality rates of all forms of mental illnesses? This table shows how likely you are to develop another mental health disorder if you already have anorexia, bulimia, or a binge eating disorder. As you can see, it is statistically more likely that you will develop another mental health issue if you already have an eating disorder. No one is immune to developing an eating disorder. All genders, age, ethnicities, and demographics are targets for eating disorders. This figure here shows what percent of adults in America have a binge eating disorder between the years of 2001 and 2003. It shows us both the percentages for female versus male, as well as the different age categories.
Today's teens have access to the entire world at their fingertips, but technology has become so evolved that it is now commonly used as an entertainment source rather than a necessity. Although some would say it's the same thing. Social media platforms are how many teens and young adults tend to spend their time on the internet. They use it to connect with their friends, their families, talk about what's happening in their lives, and be able to state their opinions about numerous topics. But social media isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Seeing
Other people on social media makes staying mentally healthy and mentally happy a harder task. It is easy to compare what you look like, who your friends are, how you succeed, and how much you're liked to other people via their profiles. Mental illness has found its new home base inside our social media apps. But let's get a bit more specific. Not all mental illnesses use the same platform. In fact, eating disorders in particular have a very rare to almost non-existent appearance on apps such as Instagram. This video here is a screen recording I just took a few days ago on my own cell phone. I went to my Instagram app and did a basic search of eating disorders on Instagram. As you can see, the common tags that appear are already about recovery and staying healthy. But once I clicked on the hashtag eating disorder tag, this message appeared. Instagram from the very start is trying to protect its users from this subject. So only once you have clicked on this tag and agreed that you want to see these posts will it even load the actual posts. But it doesn't really load the post. As you can see at the top of my screen, Instagram has yet another message for its users. Instagram hides specific posts that it believes are not safe for the users to see. Now, let's take a look at Tumblr. This graph here shows what people tend to use Tumblr for. Do you see that 21% of Tumblr users use Tumblr for other purposes? And somewhere in that other purposes category is where we have the eating disorder community of Tumblr. This video is another screen recording of my cell phone. I did the same thing I did with Instagram. I went into my Tumblr app and simply searched the term eating disorders. And all kinds of content loads up right away. Tumblr offers you other tags that you may like and automatically loads up posts, and many of them are about people who seem to be okay with having this disorder. This community is large and vast and has many elements to it. But in this video alone, it shows that Tumblr does not try and protect their users from this content. I don't know if that's good or if it's bad, but it is one of the reasons that people with eating disorders tend to navigate themselves towards this app. This app is not high stream like Instagram or Twitter, meaning it's less likely for friends and family to ask about this app and why they have it, meaning it's easier to keep it hidden and separate from the... There are many reasons why people do what they do and why people with eating disorders tend to navigate to Tumblr. And I may not have all the answers yet, but I hope to learn more about it, as I hope you did from this video. Eating disorders can't be invisible, and just like any other mental illness, it needs to first be recognized by society before people like you can help change the world and help those with these disorders. Thank you for watching my video, and let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments.